Okay, you ready? We're live. I'm Judy.
I'm Edie.
And together we're the Rainbow Grannies.
Yay!
Yay! It's Sunday morning, 9 o'clock in Pittsburgh. We're just jumping off of TikTok Live. We do it 8 o'clock in the morning, and now we're here on YouTube. And we're inviting everybody from TikTok to come on over to Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. Yeah, Edie putting the address on there for you so you can find us and we can continue our morning chat and our morning coffee. Everybody got your coffee? I have such a mixture of holiday flavors in here because I've been mixing two different kinds of coffee. We got one on the coffee pot going and then one on the curd going. Whenever the coffee gets a little cold, I just mix them up. Hey, Ramona, you're here. Good morning.
Morning. Wow, Ramona, you're the first one to pop in.
And
a
Jared,
thumbs up right away.
Oh, great. And Jared, I just got my cup good. And Deborah Davis, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
it's so
good
nice
morning,
when we
everybody.
pop over here and see the names start adding. Everybody that pops over, as soon as you pop over, one thing I'd love for you to do is go ahead and click on that thumbs up thing. So let's help with TikTok, or not TikTok, but YouTube, knowing the algorithm, and help me out here, Judy.
So that YouTube will push this out so folks know that we're live right now. Jane, good morning. Liz, hey.
Coffee with the Rainbow Grannies. Life is good.
It's Sunday, and we're doing a countdown toward Christmas. So everybody get your Christmas shopping done. Hanukkah is just over, so hopefully you've already had your Hanukkah shopping done and over. So,
but you know what? I know, but can you bring your menorah over and hold it up and show it to them?
Sure,
so they
I
can
can
see
do
how
that.
Pretty that is.
Stephanie Moon found you on YouTube. Yay! I'm glad you found us. Hey,
all
Christy.
Right.
Hey, Christy.
Thank you. Everybody that comes in, click the minimize the chat and click on the thumbs up so that we can push it out there. Judy's getting ready to show you her menorah. Look how pretty this is.
Yeah, this is a new one we got because we gotta have Rainbow Granny stuff.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, isn't that nice? I like the work on here.
So she's got the matching. What is that? Like a wine cup for it or something like that.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it pretty? We were down at a shop in. She had another one. You still have your old one? Just tucked away somewhere.
Yeah, the old one tucked away.
That's good. So every once in a while, I see him at the Goodwill, and when I see him at the Goodwill, I feel so bad when I see him at the Goodwill. It's kind of like, oh, but I guess somebody.
See, the wine with if you spill a little bit, which you're supposed to, because you fill it up to the top to show that life is plentiful. Yeah. So yeah, it's the same artist, and so I was really happy to get these.
Yeah, so we were down there at this little shop in Squirrel Hill where they sell a lot of that stuff, and I would give them a plug, but nah. Anyway, they sell some really neat stuff, but they're a little cluttered in there. I'll tell you the truth. They're a little cluttered in this shop. And I happened to look down because we went looking at different menorahs, and I looked down and there was this box down on the floor, and peeking out of the box was that menorah. And I knew it matched her wine glass that she had, because then you got that wine glasses. Oh, you got a gift card because.
Yeah. I entered a poetry competition to a newspaper, and they chose my poem, and so I won a gift card to the shop for it, which was really nice. If somebody sponsored the poetry competition. So let's see. So Aiden's here. Hey, Wesley's here. Nancy's here. Deborah Davis. I did my shopping during the summer. I'm finished, so now I can relax. I try to do, especially if we're traveling, then I'd like to buy gifts along the way that I find that's just right for someone, and then hide them in my closet. That's the only thing I have hidden in the closet, or the presents to give out later.
Thank you, Chrissy, which is really sweet, Marie, and for being like on top of it, and just. I mean, she's like the hostess with the mostest, We're sitting here just chit-chatting about whatever, but she's welcoming everybody, letting them know, that we got plenty of love for everybody and stuff. And that's just really nice for you.
Hey, Amber. Hey, Christine, I'm sorry. And hey, Christopher.
There's Chris Whiteleather. Remember? He's from...
Oh, okay.
Or Christine, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
morning, Cooley. Yes, we see you earlier too. And Cassandra, look, everybody's coming.
everybody coming over.
There's
Yeah,
okay.
keep clicking the thumbs up. I love the hearts coming up here too. That's really really
Yeah, I'm
sweet.
sure that pushes
Yeah.
out too. But they said if you minimize the chat, there's a spot where you can click on it and it'll bring up the thumbs up. Right now, there's 10 thumbs up. Yeah, see, there's another person just joined on there. There we go. So what we need is for you to click it and it just shows them. Let's see. Okay, I'm here and I can, and you
I
can
can
hear
hear.
me.
Okay.
That's good. I'm glad
I
you
can
can
hear you.
hear.
Great. I'm glad you got it figured out because special request from a number of folks was if I would read some of my poetry. And then Edie knows I've been really humble and shy about
Do
that.
you want to turn the music down or is
Oh
it
yeah, we
okay?
gotta turn the music off anyway, right? So actually I don't think you can pick up the music on YouTube,
Can you
but yeah,
guys can you guys hear the music because
we're not
YouTube's
allowed to
yeah,
have it.
YouTube's
Yeah.
funny about the music. Yeah, we should probably turn it off or down. Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Judy almost wiped out. I'd had to turn the camera around real quick so you guys could have seen it. It's like
I don't even have any
and she looked like Santa coming down the chimney.
I don't even have any spice in my coffee.
Let's see. It is so relaxing. I am so excited about this reading. Yeah, well, get your coffee. Everybody get your coffee and sit back because Judy's getting ready to read one of her poems that was published in this magazine a few years back and share that with you. Morning, Donna. Thank you very much for joining us. Everybody, anybody that's here, go ahead and click a thumbs up because right now there's only 13 thumbs up, but we need more thumbs ups than that. We need to for TikTok to know, or TikTok, why do I keep saying that? For YouTube to know we're here. Let's see, I finally got a notification from here that you're on
Oh,
live.
good. And that's why I
Oh,
was here for great. So notification came out. That's really good to know too. 'Cause we're so unfamiliar with YouTube and how things work
so
here.
Christine, I think what it is they say if you I love how you did your little thumbs up, but I think they said if you minimize, there's a thing that makes it go up onto the top of our screen and it like shows anyway, it's cool. Whatever you do. Let's see. I love when you just type on the screen because that at least shows some kind of action going on here.
Right.
Let's see.
So Aiden saying I don't know how to do. So that's what people have told us. If you minimize the chat, then you can see the thumbs up, I guess, underneath the screen, and you click on that.
Anybody have like Christy Marie? You are on top of things. Where's Rachel too? You are on top of things when it comes down to how to do these chats and stuff like that. So if you can help tell anybody how to make the thumbs up thing, it would really be nice. Let's see. I've had a huge iced coffee going. Oh,
There you go, Donna. And Sandra saying I'm a big tea drinker. My
ah,
taste bud never grew up enough to drink coffee. Well,
that's
that's what
I
I
like
said.
tea too.
I drink coffee so that I can have sugar in the morning. That's kind of what I
Yeah, I
do.
like tea. I this past week I bought a thing of real creamer because we always use almond milk, and I bought it.
Hmm.
And I wiped that creamer out. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay.
other creamer, this is left over from Phil.
Oh,
That
okay.
chocolate kind. I would
You're
never
not for
buy
that,
that.
huh?
No, no.
So Aiden got it. Aiden figured it out. It's good.
See if you can tell anybody else. Thank you, Christine. Yeah, please minimize the chat and hit the thumbs up.
Christopher's saying that he likes YouTube because you can see the comments easily.
Ah,
Here we go. Everybody giving each other a way to go. They said, I love this. I love it because everybody's, we're so kind to each other. It's such a nice way to get up in the morning
yeah, it is.
on
Let's see.
Sunday.
I make it a priority to hit the thumbs up first thing. Thank you, Ramona. Let's see when I come into chats that are on here. Thank you. I've only done a couple different chats on here. I used to go watch the rabbi that plays the guitar. I met her
Yeah.
originally on TikTok, remember?
Uh-huh.
But
Oh,
yeah,
and
I
then you'll
haven't
see
seen
her
her.
sometimes on YouTube
Yeah, she
Live.
had a YouTube live, but I haven't seen her for a long time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Aiden has a question. Oh my goodness, Aiden, of course. And who's that? I don't
That
know.
was about the rabbi.
Oh,
What was her name? Rabbi Sandra?
yes, that was her
There we
name,
go.
Rabbi Sandra.
Yeah. Wesley, minimize the chat on top. Okay. And the left side, you will see the thumbs up. So,
Thank
Aiden, what's your
you.
question, Aiden?
Yes, Aiden, come on, give us the question.
Give us your question.
We've just
And
bated breath. I think that's what we're doing. We're waiting with bated breath.
Oh, that's a nice expression.
That's what. Well, I
Yeah.
didn't make it up. I've heard it before, and
Right,
I thought it
right.
was kind of
I've
nice.
never
You
heard
know.
you use that expression
But you
before.
know
It's
me, I
kind of
get a little
nice.
fancy smancy
Yeah,
sometime. We moved up from
yeah.
TikTok over here to YouTube. I got to use my, my YouTube words.
And I can use your YouTube word.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, here we go. How do you guys feel about church? If it's too personal, you guys don't have to answer.
Well, I can tell you, I don't have a thing to wear. No, actually, Aiden, we don't really talk church and religion, but we have started it out this morning because I really wanted you guys to see the menorah that Judy
Right.
had.
I mean, we'll talk
Judy is
about
Jewish.
holidays. Yeah.
I am a Christian, I guess. I mean, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, it's how I
Yeah.
was raised and
We
stuff
have
like
our
that.
religious customs and our religious beliefs and traditions. And so we talk about celebrating holidays because we know the whole world's celebrating all these different holidays. But to get into the discussion about religion or discussion about politics, these are things that really divide people and we really get into heated debates. And
Right.
that's what we avoid for our life because our life is just to
Yeah,
take a
it's for
breath,
the most
be where
division we
everybody's
want
going
to
to be
have with somebody is
supportive.
when we talk to somebody about the
Yeah.
Steelers and the Browns or something like that.
Because that's kind of fun banter.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. How about how bad them Steelers were yesterday too? You know what? I'm really glad that I'm just like not into it because it would be depressing.
With the Steeler game.
Yeah. I mean to watch that on a weekly basis, and I mean it's like they had so many games this week. They lost like 3 times in one week. Can you imagine? I
How
mean, they got
devastating
to
that
be
would
on.
be.
They got to be on suicide watch, the whole team. Because my God, how bad can you be to
And
lose
this
three
is you
games
when
in
you're
one?
not really into it. I can't imagine. So we got folks who love the Steelers, folks who love
Eagles all the
Eagles, the
way.
Buccaneers. See, this is where we get into
Yeah, that's fun. It's fun kind of stuff. Let's see. My friend is a part of a community and a pastor. We're going to church and I'm kind of excited. Well, you know what? I'll tell you this too, Aiden. We might as well talk a little bit about it. As long as the church is inclusive
Mm-hmm.
and has real, true love involved, then I'm all about it. It's them churches that involve so much hate that I
Mm-hmm.
can't deal with. The ones that hate under the
And using this
God,
divinity to claim they're right about it.
right, to hate, because honest to God, true love is what we all reach for in
Yeah.
every faith, in every religion. I don't care what
Mm-hmm.
religion you come from, what religion you're going to, which God you pray to. It's all love and peace. So when you got somebody that's not about love and
Mm-hmm.
peace and acceptance, then
Mm-hmm.
I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. What I look at is you deal with your soul and let me deal with mine,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll all be good,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, so something I do want to say then also, in the LGBTQ plus community, we do have different religious establishments that are there for us. It's been created by people from the LGBTQ community for the community and open and inviting for everybody who wants to join. So if anybody is living somewhere where you're missing your religious, you're missing your spirituality with the community because you're gay, there are places that you can go to. And
Right.
now with Zoom, there's a lot of services
Yeah,
online
but I
too.
think what it is too is to have the chance to get together with people in one
Mm-hmm.
place and have one
Sure.
thought and mind, community, and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So it is difficult for someone like I, who was brought up as a Baptist and enjoy the music, enjoy the fellowship and Sunday
Mm-hmm.
dinner and everything with everybody. To not have that is difficult. So
Mm-hmm.
it is difficult in having to find that in another location. I've been to like the Unitarian Church.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any kind of I think they just want to get along.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you go there, and this week it could be Judy speaking, next week it could be me speaking,
Mm-hmm.
and next week it could be, I don't know. I told him no, he don't speak, but anybody that whatever has something nice and kind to say.
So, and I certainly think now when we're reaching all these holidays, everybody's celebrating holidays and everybody's going to these religious places, it is good to find one that makes us feel good,
That's right.
you know,
Because
because we're good,
don't go nowhere
kind-hearted
where you're gonna
people.
feel any kind of hate.
Hmm.
If you don't feel comfortable going in there, don't even go. Because I mean, that you don't want to go nowhere that makes your spirit weak and feel less
Hmm.
than. If anything, you want to go somewhere where they boost you up and everything. I think there are a lot of changes that are happening with
Hmm.
religion, though.
Oh
I mean, I
yeah,
guess we could discuss it a little bit.
yeah.
There are a lot of changes that are happening because when we actually went down to South or North Carolina and we attended
Yeah,
a Baptist church, they were so welcoming and so wonderful.
yeah.
And I'm sure there was many people there that was kind of wondering,
Hmm.
who are they?
But
But
we were introduced as
yes,
married couple,
right.
This is Edie and this is her wife Judy, is how we were being introduced, which was
Right. And they were all
beautiful.
very kind and everything
Hmm.
like that. If there was anybody there that wasn't, in tune with us, they stepped back and left us alone and didn't say anything
Yeah.
hurtful or mean or anything. I met a couple really nice ladies. One lady, I loved her hair so much that I lost my mind and asked her, like, how much did it cost to get that done? I mean, I can't, I was thinking about that the other day. I thought, I can't believe I asked a woman how much it cost to get her hair done, you know?
But then there it is, everyday conversation,
Right,
right?
right.
And we're in the city of Pittsburgh, so all around the city of Pittsburgh, we can drive in at different churches and synagogues. We'll see the rainbow flag put out so that they're announcing to the community that they're, to the Pittsburgh
Welcome, all
community that they're
welcome.
welcoming and
And I think
inclusive.
what is it? It's a lot of is it Presbyterian
Hmm.
that you
Yeah,
you keep seeing like all these
yeah,
welcome, so
yeah.
I haven't really attended one of them,
Hmm.
to see what their service is like and everything. And it probably would be nice, but I just was raised, Baptist, and it was so nice when I did get a chance to go to the Baptist
Yeah.
church we attended down in North Carolina, that it was just nice because it was almost like being back home for that.
Hmm.
So somebody saying, what's going on right now for anybody that hasn't watched us before? Um, right now, there's a chat running down the side. You can't see the chat when you get to the recording,
Hmm.
and a lot of times we read this. Do you want to read any of
Right.
this stuff here? So
Okay. So we have loving and kindness will lead everyone down the right path.
that came from Christopher Cooley.
Right. And then Donna saying God loved all her children. And Sandra saying, Aiden, I am an ordained minister. I went to seminary in Philadelphia and I am Lutheran and they are all inclusive. As a lesbian, I was welcomed and loved from the start. And Chris said, absolutely, Chris. And Wesley saying, I was raised
Jehovah
a
Witness.
Jehovah Witness and became a Baptist. And Donna, yes, I missed the singing. I was Church of Christ at one point, and man, can they sing. And Chrissy saying, that's what I love about being here. We're all different and can come together and show love to one another.
That's right.
Sanders, yes, Christy, you have to embrace differences that make the world go round. And Donna's Methodist too. Wesley, my husband wants to go to the Baptist church I went to here, and I said no.
Well, I mean, and that's
Mm-hmm.
probably out of fear of the hate that
Right,
could be. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
right. No, that's good. Christy, absolutely, Sandra. By Ohio finally figured it out, ladies. So that was another technical thing we were talking about for YouTube. Chrissy, okay, let's see. I'm Quaker and I'm so happy. Peace is number one.
That's it.
Wesley's yes. And Donna, I love Quakers.
Yep.
So,
So that was nice because we got to
yeah,
talk about something that we generally don't talk about, which was
right,
okay because we didn't like cross any kind of boundaries
right.
and make
We
any.
didn't say what anybody should believe in or shouldn't believe in or
Mm-mm.
should or
Well,
shouldn't
the only thing
follow.
we believe in is just
Yeah,
getting along with everybody,
that's right. Donna said she's a pacifist.
and feeling
Yeah,
welcome,
yeah,
wherever
yeah.
you go, wherever you choose to go. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I think that's the thing. We do have a church here because there's a few ladies that I have friendships with on Facebook that
Mm-hmm.
attend a church here. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's a pretty big church here in Pittsburgh
Yeah.
that is a gay church, and I've never gone. We probably should go sometime because might be
Yeah,
interesting to see.
good. Yeah. And Ramona's saying, Wesley, I was raised in a Jehovah
Jehovah
Witness
Witness.
church as well. I'm a member of a non-denomination church now. I will only attend an all-inclusive church now. I believe that is what we are supposed to be doing.
I believe that too. I believe that too.
Mm.
Because, but what I can't understand, I might as well just say whatever, because guess what? It's the Edie and Judy moment, right? If a church doesn't believe in love and inclusiveness, then
Mhm.
how can they think that it's okay? How
Mhm.
can they think that this is that an okay thing? I mean, how do they make this, I don't understand that. How can you hate anybody? I don't care if it's unicorns. How can you hate unicorns and still feel like that's
Yeah.
a way to go?
Yeah. So let's see. Christine says always a pacifist. Sandra, and Christine, one of my best sister's friends is Quaker, and I visit the church often. Beautiful service.
I've
Ramona,
wanted to go to attend one of their
yeah,
services
we
before
can.
too.
Yeah, we've got a Quaker church here. Ramona, I believe we're not to judge anyone. Donna, it's all, it's all right, Edie. But see, Ramona, really, follow me. My mother-in-law is named Ramona. Sandra, Metropolitan Church is the LGBTQ plus.
I think
And
that's what
any
we have
letter I
here in
may have
Pittsburgh.
forgot. Oh yeah, we have
Yes.
Metropolitan Community Church, MCC. We've got that.
Yeah.
We've got New Light, which is I think our Catholic LGBTQ plus church. We've got Tikva, which is a gay
Synagogue.
Jewish synagogue, right? And so we are. I mean, a lot of these, a little bit historical fact, right? A lot of these LGBTQ churches and synagogues opened up at a time when other ones, the mainstream ones, weren't welcoming to us. Now, a lot of the mainstream churches and synagogues are welcoming to the LGBTQ community, and not just tolerant. Like, you can come here. We love all our sisters and brothers. I mean, they're very inclusive.
Yes.
And accept us for who we are, and bless our families, and all of this.
I think
So,
one of the things I really miss too about going to church is I loved working in the kitchen part. Like when they would have dinner and you know how they have everybody line up and you kind of help dip up the potato salad or the greens
mhm.
or something like that and chit chat with people. For some reason, I love to chit chat with people. And
And we would never have
no,
known.
so I do miss that, from my
Yeah.
arms.
Oh,
I should probably put my sling on.
your sling.
Hmm.
Yeah. I went to a Metropolitan here in Tampa when we had Passover
Seder.
Seder. That was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. How you gonna love somebody if you don't love yourself and what you believe in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I
okay.
listened to an interview with what's that? A Palestinian Quaker this week. He was so beautiful.
Yeah. And it's
That's interesting.
mm-hmm.
Palestinian Quaker.
Yeah, and they survive anything 84. Good morning. Guess did you just join in, or is this just the first time you joined in the chat? Have you been here for a while?
Surviving Amy or anything. Well, good morning and thank
Yeah.
you. Hey, I heard that if you minimize the chat, there's a thumbs up thing. If you click on it, it brings up another thumbs up, and we're loving it. You guys are helping. And you know how we always say, hey, can you give us a title or a subject, something to talk about? I am glad we went down this road. Even though we
Yeah.
tried like watch this road and everything,
Mhm.
I'm glad we did because evidently you guys all wanted to talk about a little bit of religion because you want to talk about, where you're accepted and where you're not accepted and that, it's all right. Everything's all right.
Yeah, and maybe it's easier here on YouTube because we've got more of a
Intimate
small, an
and
intimate community.
intimate. Emmett, I bet that really was interesting. Oh, I'm like catching the conversation in the middle of it here.
Yeah, I like listening to others' viewpoints. I see that y'all have got snow. Snow.
We don't have any.
No,
We
I just
just
look out
have,
the window.
yeah,
Snow.
we just have gloomy looking out there. We're in Pittsburgh
Yeah.
and it just looks really gloomy, little windy out there. I see the tree moving. It's going to make it really kind of hard for the honey-do list today because, Judy has to get out there with a little small ladder and put up some lights, but, she'll be all right. I'll put one of those them safety belts around your waist.
Yeah,
And
attached to you?
yes, no, secure you to the poles.
So the Met Church in Allentown pastor is a great friend of mine. They are awesome. And survive anything. Yeah, I just joined. I just woke up.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Let's see. It rained cats and dogs here yesterday. Still windy. I didn't get anything, honey, done.
Did you get a new puppy or a kitten? Because, oh boy, I love me a new puppy or a kitten.
Flooding on the east side of Pennsylvania.
That must be like close to Pennsylvania and Kentucky. Do you think, do they butt up against each other?
But they don't. Ohio and Kentucky do.
But maybe, I don't know.
Think Pennsylvania butts up against Kentucky. I think we had to drive all the way through Ohio to get to Kentucky.
I don't know.
We did make a road trip there.
I don't know.
Recently.
We'll have to do it again.
My sisters in Lancaster sent pictures of snow.
Oh, wow. That's out that way. You know?
Yeah. That's farther east from us. So I don't know where the snow's coming, unless it's coming down from the north, because it didn't cross.
So we actually we cleaned our house yesterday too. That was nice.
Yeah.
You know, we did a little group. My daughter threw a little monkey wrench into the plan where today we were supposed to have her birthday. So yesterday we had to jump up and get busy. And we did a good job.
Yeah, we did.
You know, we did a good. Did we watch any TV? Did we manage to fit TV in there?
I think last night we were watching some TV, but
but we did a good job cleaning. And so now we could probably hop on like some other things that we need to do, you know, like.
Well, I got my weekend laid out. See,
you did so good.
Yesterday I wrapped presents for the Hanukkah party, and today I'm going to be making out holiday cards.
Somebody want to know about the baby alligator.
Yeah, I see that. That's Wesley.
What happened to the baby alligator?
Did baby alligator get any presents?
Aw.
Maybe the baby alligator would like that
goldfish.
Cat. No, maybe that cat.
The treats. I don't know. I probably have to flip it around and make it look like it's live.
So, yeah. Let's see. It's just okay. Lehigh Valley slang.
Oh yeah.
Kentucky.
Well, they you know, they did make a lot of snow at that one place. Remember Seven Springs?
Seven Springs Ski Resort.
Yeah, they made a lot, and they said the weather was cold enough there that it's a lot of snow, but there's not real snow coming.
Right, it's fake snow, but they've got skiing and tubing.
And that board thing that people stand up on and ride down the hill and stuff.
Yeah. I tried a skateboard once when I was with you in ballet. I remember that the kid was skateboarding, and I managed to do it without falling.
You were really trying to impress me.
Hey, well,
you were. Come on,
I'll impress you today by changing light bulbs.
I'm thrilled with it.
That's safer than skateboarding.
I'm gonna go buy us one too, because we got a bulb out in the kitchen there, one of those floodlights.
Let me look. I think we may still have one upstairs. I'll take a look before you have to run out to a store. I have to get my Christmas cards out to friends so they get them before Christmas. Exactly, right.
Yeah, that would be a thought. See, that would add a whole nother thing to the list. Let's see. I have to get. Oh, okay, that one. Let's see. Did you see that?
Yeah. Did you see that the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center, New York City, is from my area?
Yes, I did see that. I saw the house where they cut it down from their yard too, and I thought, I can't believe. I mean, it's just I know that it's nice that they got to share the tree with the rest of the world. But if you have a Christmas tree in your yard that's that beautiful, do you really want to cut it down? Maybe they'll make something.
Is that what happened? Because I didn't see that.
It's huge. That thing is huge and it's beautiful. I mean, somebody spotted it and they sent it in. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This would be a good time for you to read your poem.
Okay.
While I cough.
Okay. Edie's gonna go
poetry time. Get ready.
You gotta go way, way far away to cough. Oh, poor Edie. She's on medicine to take this cough away, and it's been working. So let's see. So Jane. I'm sorry. Jane said, I'm making a roast for Christmas dinner. I'm tired of eating turkey. Yeah. And Edie often would make like stuffed chicken breast. Like that's what she often makes for Thanksgiving. Of course, this year Thanksgiving dinner, our future son-in-law and Edie's son took care of dinner. Let's see. Zafir says trees are so important. They can be decorated outside. And Ramona says, Jane, we do prime rib on Christmas now. Our grown children and grandson enjoy it. So, okay, I'm supposed to read a poem now. So, this is a poem of mine. I published it some time ago. This is the Pittsburgh Quarterly. And I published this poem some time ago. It is called Days of 1979. She never liked old downtown, but Sean's is the only woman's bar she finds through the gay community center. She's even been warned that Sean carried the gun since a couple guys shot up the wooden door. Jim at the center suggests she try a lesbian brunch group, meeting every Sunday at someone's house for new women in the community. And you don't have to be 21. Or a gay youth group that meets down the hall every Saturday. But she wants sex, having never slept with a woman and wouldn't know what to talk about except her desire to kiss and touch. Wouldn't expect a Sunday brunch group to listen, and everyone in the youth group's probably done it already. What makes her think so? She only knows she can't get into a frame of mind to make friends till she's been laid. So she goes to Sean's. She knows the owner by the gun on her hip, makes out couples by the way one slings an arm around the other's neck. She sizes up the dyke with the open shirt, shooting pool. Her breasts, small mounds, her nipples responding to cool air each time someone opens the front door. Our looker drops her eyes before anyone catches her staring. No one seems to look like her. They're rugged, Sean with her jeans falling down the back, woman on the bar stool beside her, hair cropped uneven around her ears. Lots of torn jeans, work boots. Some women bet on the pool game, some talking about their softball score today. They all seem so much older, 10 years, 20, in their softball cliques, billiards, or beer drinkers clique at the bar. They're dancing in couples, some form a group, but she's unsure if group dancing is an open invitation. Hasn't even noticed till now that someone had played the jukebox and a huge crowd had poured into the bar. Someone shouts, "Let's welcome the Dykes from West Virginia," and a big roar follows, followed by a slow song, "Baby Come to Me." A West Virginian in an Appalachian t-shirt comes to her for a dance. She doesn't know what to do except wrap her arms around the woman's small back. They rest their heads on each other's shoulders. The other woman's hair smells good, gentle musk on her neck. Our young dyke breathes in deep, wants to kiss her partner's neck, licks the taste far into her heart, but simply sways as her partner does. The whole front of their bodies, touching. Their shoulders good to each other, until the music stops, the West Virginian holding one arm out for a handshake, then disappearing into the crowd. This is not a night for getting laid, she thinks, or women don't do it easy. Then one of the older dykes who's been there since she came in tonight slips her a piece of paper, Betty, with a phone number, and disappears with another dance partner. She thinks a one night stand, and what could be better? But she's not attracted to Betty, doesn't want to be known as new dyke out for one night stands, doesn't even realize they could become girlfriends. Her stomach queasy, she folds the paper into her pocket. She looks again at the pool player, shirt still open before the door. So that's the poem Days of 1979. And I'm going to read some of the comments here. Oh, we're talking a lot of comments about about Christmas trees, and about cooking for Christmas. And Edie's coming back. How you feeling, baby?
Okay.
You feeling good now?
I had a little snack while I was gone.
So, thank you, folks. I'm glad that you enjoyed the poem, and I'm glad reading all these comments. Please read more often. I'll try. So, what else? What else we have going on? Thank you for the comments, everyone.
Yeah, so I was in the other room and I could hear the poem, and it was beautiful. You know, I was worried for a moment, but I did remember YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking, it was getting a little sensuous there, and I was
A little
concerned,
steamy.
yeah, it was a little,
You're
but
afraid you're going to be put in TikTok jail.
yeah, I
But
thought, oh
we're
my
not on
God, there
TikTok.
goes TikTok jail, but it wasn't. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, 1979, things were different.
Wow,
Yeah. Yeah.
79.
Mm-hmm.
What were we doing that year? That's the year I think my mom told me. Well, no, it's about the year my mom told me I had to get a job. Yeah, no more of that fooling around. Get a job.
Oh, Chrissy, thank you. I'm a bit hot over here.
Yes.
Well, and it's kind of like, when I read some of these, poems I've written some time ago. Yeah, Sandra, I was 9 years old in 1979. Okay, so we're about 10 years apart then, because I was probably 19. I was 1 year old in 1979. And so Donna was 18. So you know what I'm talking about, right, Donna?
Look, don't let it drag you into it, Donna. Whatever steamy thing was going on, say, I don't know about that, Judy.
Well, it's a funny thing, when I was writing, so I was around, 1920 when I wrote the poem, right? And now I'm 63. It gets really interesting. Christopher was 3 years old. It's really interesting to look back because then, we're writing poems of just the time as it is and think nothing of it. This is the time as it is. But to look back and say,
Right.
oh, wow,
And
were
just and
things
right
different?
now, the difference that you write now than you wrote then. You
Yeah,
would not write anything quite that steamy
no,
now.
no, I wouldn't. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah. You could
But
try.
well, I mean,
I
I
think,
could
but
write
you
something
can't.
steamy. I don't know if I'd feel good about it
Yeah. Yeah,
because
that's
it's
how
not.
people change, huh?
Yeah. So I was 30 in 1979.
Oh,
Oh,
good Lord, Ramona.
wow. So,
Dang.
but I think about things like it was like, okay, Sean's with a real bar in Pittsburgh and heard that somebody had shot up the door, and that's why Sean carried a gun. I mean, would we go now to a bar where we know that people were like shooting up the doors
No,
and
because when it starts getting a little dark outside,
we don't go out there?
no. I went down the grocery store last night and it was 3:30, and they had the nerve to be telling me they was closing up the deli, and it was like 3:30 in the afternoon. You're not gonna make any more chicken? And she said, "Oh, I'll make you some." And she went back there and cooked some chicken because I was gonna complain.
Yeah,
I was gonna
you were.
complain to the management. I was gonna say it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and you tell me you ain't making no more chicken on a Saturday night. I can't be the only person that ain't cooking.
Yeah, here, she who talked to the wind, Anne, was 26 in
Yeah.
1979.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is really interesting too. So to think, okay, if I was 1 year old or 3 years old in 1979, and I'm hearing now that this is what life was like in the gay community, that like,
Yeah, but
what do
see
you
that
make
things
of
do
that?
change, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how you. I mean, you wrote some beautiful stuff back then and everything like that. But people do change, and it's
Mm-hmm.
amazing things that you would have written back then. Talking about such warm, steamy thoughts that
Because when you're 19 and 20, that's what's
yeah.
going on in
And
your
now,
head.
right, and now when you bring up something like that, your little face turns red and you get a little shy, like.
Hmm. Yeah, my husband was 10 years old in 1979. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I was 19 or so. Um, I was 18 when I graduated high school, and I was 78.
Uh-huh.
So I was 19. So you were probably
Yeah.
only 17 or so.
No, 19, I graduated high school in 1979.
Okay. And I graduated in 78. I was
How can
18.
it? Interesting. We'll have to look at these dates and ages because something's not adding up. We should be less shy the older we get. You've earned it. Yeah, I think what happens is I think the drive for sex is different when you're in your 20s than when you're in your 60s because when you're in your 20s, you will drive in a snowstorm and stop your car down a snowy hill at every telephone pole, which I've done to get to a date. And you're 60s, it's like there's snow out there and it's dark.
Yeah,
And
it's dark. There don't even have to be snow out. It's like, well, heck, the sun goes down around 5:30. I'm not going out there.
I, I don't think I had ever driven in snow and put my life at risk like that again until I met Edie.
Yes.
Yes, and Edie lived in Ohio and I lived in Pittsburgh, and so she would pick a spot in in between in a shopping center area that Edie was real familiar with because her daughter lived around there. But with an area, in Pittsburgh, you don't cross the river, so going across the river to these places is like a remote travel trip for me. And it was dark and it was snowy,
Snowy. Oh,
and
yes.
I went to meet Edie, and she trying to figure someplace where she can eat meat and I can eat vegetarian because I was vegetarian then. And so we met at some kind of it wasn't a taco
Yeah, it's
stand, but
like
it was.
that. What is that one that Chipotle? It's
Yeah.
Chipotle, and that way she could just get beans and rice in her burrito.
I put my life at risk to meet Edie there, driving in the snow in the dark, and then coming home I got lost because there was all these detours and construction going on.
I was
Yeah.
fine. I
Hmm.
went to,
You went to your daughter's place
yeah,
probably
I
and
went
went
to
to
my
sleep for the
daughter's
night.
place and went to sleep. It was we had a good time.
See, so I guess that would be another poem for what year did we meet? Because it's
Now, don't even, you have to look at Facebook and ask that, Well,
we're
we
going.
met 10 years ago, remember?
So we'll put days of 2013. Days of 2013. I never did like driving in the snow, especially in the dark.
In a Prius, in a Prius too. Prius won't even drive in the grass, let alone in the snow. At that time, I have the I had the Volvo wagon
Hmm.
because Judy got me so
She messed
distracted.
up that Volvo
Oh
wagon.
my
Every time I
God.
saw her, she did something to mess up that car.
And I never ever had accidents, but I got so distracted by being involved with Judy that I drove my Volvo wagon down over a sidewalk. And it's boom boom, and I'm like, oh my God.
And she said, "Follow me." We were at another restaurant, I think a Japanese restaurant in the parking lot. And she
Yeah.
said, "Follow me to my house." Instead of going off the driveway of the parking lot, she drives over the curb. And I thought, I'm not going to follow her that way.
I'm glad you didn't, because that Prius would have tore the whole wheels off of the bottom of it.
As
But
it was, you ended up finding out you did do
oh my
damage to the
God.
car.
Next
Mm-hmm.
morning we get up, and I that's when I used to do candle sales at those markets and stuff. And so we're driving to go to the candle sale. We got the car all loaded up, the Volvo wagon and everything, and it's making a doom 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 boom, real loud banging noise. And I'm like, Judy, do you hear that? Well, I had just become in a relationship with Judy, so I knew that she had a hearing impairment, but I never dreamed it
That I
was
couldn't hear that
that
boop,
she
boop, boop,
couldn't
boop.
hear that boom, 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 boom,
It must have
boom.
been high pitched.
Oh my God. It's like the whole bottom of the car was coming off. So we went to this little old gas station that I used to deal with all the time, where these old men work. And we had
Mm-hmm.
torn, what was it? I had torn something loose in the bottom, and they just told me, leave it there, and they'd fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
And we went and got her car and transferred our stuff and went on to do the sale. But yes, I
Yeah.
was doing all kind. And then I came up here to visit you another time. Now, mind you, I never wrecked my car. I always had nice cars. They didn't have boo boos on them and stuff.
Edie is, I mean, driving now together with Edie, she's definitely a better driver than me.
And
And I don't
so
have
I
accidents.
was leaving her house here on an early morning, heading back home. And I got in a traffic. I was going to Sheets get me coffee, and I got in the line behind a truck, and he just drifted. You know how when you put him in gear and you drift a little bit, he
Mm-hmm.
drifted right back up over the hood of my Volvo wagon. And then and he didn't even know it. I had to follow him into the gas station and tell him what he did. And he wanted to buy me a cup of coffee and everything to make it okay. And it was just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, no. But those kind of things started happening to me. Like, it was like, I felt like
Mm-hmm.
Judy was such a distraction. She was making me tear my car up.
Yeah.
So
I think Edie
I
liked
traded it.
me.
I traded it, and I got myself mini.
So, anyway, so I guess it should be a poem about days of 2013.
Yes, and the careless things that an older person does.
Wasn't that falling hard for somebody?
Yes, yes. Yes, because we all expect young people to do those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to
Mm-hmm.
drive my car down over a curb, doom, doom. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, but
Mm-hmm.
wait, you got to give it to me, the fact that parking lot is a tricky one. And you really can't tell that it's not a driveway there. It looks like it's
Yeah,
a
because the
driveway.
curb was kind of low. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll give you that. Yeah, it wasn't like a real obvious sidewalk.
Yep. People nowadays wouldn't understand the easy life back then and how older people worked hard to help who.
Be who we are now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Judy, a poem about Edie and you. And I'd love to hear the days of 2013. Yeah. Yeah. You know about how Edie scared the bejeebies out of me because she flirted so hard at the fire pit. Yeah.
That's
You
hard to
know
believe.
what? I think it'd be hard to write a poem about us because we have so much of our lives are just right out here in the open. And a lot of times poetry is you're writing about the feelings and experiences you're having that you're not telling
And you
anybody. They're
can't
inside
write like
you.
those intimate details, like,
Well, yeah, I think that's what people want. I don't think that's what everybody wants. Is
there's
that?
no way. They don't want to know that.
But it doesn't have to be the intimate details. It could
Morning,
just
Ralph.
be about how I felt when I met you.
Yeah.
hmm It's hard, but it's hard to do. It's hard to write a poem for somebody so special because it's got to come out right. And then if it doesn't come out right, and so how do you do that?
I hate to run, friends,
But
but
I
I
have
have
to,
good.
but I have to be ready to leave at 9:30. Have a great day. You
Hey,
too,
Ramona,
Ramona.
thank you so much for joining us. We're actually going to be leaving soon, too.
It's the so survive anything. Says my wife is a poet, and Donna says I. It can be about the butterflies and being scared and pouring coffee. There we go. Butterflies. Did we talk about butterflies? Are you just putting some imagery in there for us?
Well, you know what? I mean,
Or the butterflies
I
in my
did have,
belly?
but yes,
Oh, that's what we're talking. See, I'm so dense, you know.
I
It's
did
like,
have butterflies. When I met Judy, I didn't know. I mean, almost like there was a friend there, and I asked her. I says, "Why didn't you, introduce me to her?" Because like Judy was flirting so hard. You guys got the wrong picture when you think about me. She was working it,
oh, I said
and
they think you were cute.
she was working it.
Nice.
And I asked a friend, I'm like, why didn't you introduce me to her? And she let me know that Judy was involved with somebody, and evidently she didn't know that Judy wasn't involved anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it
For a
was
few
just like,
years. For a
yeah,
few
for a few
years.
years.
Yeah.
And it was just like when I looked at her, there was like butterflies and like this warm, wonderful feeling. And it wasn't like a warm, wonderful feeling. It was just like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody as sweet and charming and pretty is available. Available. It's like, oh my God, wait, available, and you have like a job and like don't have 4 kids under the age of 9. And you know what I mean?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you should write the poem.
Yeah, no, I don't write poems, but I can tell you that it's pretty good.
And Wesley said I try to write poetry, and every time mine is dark, I try to write happy. Yeah, it happens. I mean, the thing is, I guess when we write, Wesley, we just got to write what the writing takes over.
Good
It's got to
morning,
be whatever it
Elmira. It's
is.
good to see you. We were just going to be leaving
Hey.
soon. You missed some. Judy had written or had read one of her poems that she wrote in 1979, and everybody enjoyed that. So I think Edie
And
just wrote a poem. Hmm, maybe.
and Corvid Queen says, my baby says, good morning. Too. She got all smiley when she looked at you. But
Oh,
so yeah, so okay, so you did right. So we can capture it on YouTube since it's been captured, and we'll publish your poem.
that's okay.
And he says, yeah, I don't write poems, Edie, and that's that for you. And Elmira, I loved your poem. Keep writing. Oh, thank you. So you did see it. Elmira's saying for some reason I could not get into the discussion. I've been on here for about 40 minutes.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm
All
glad
right.
to see you.
And Wesley, thank you. I'm also glad I finally read it and shared it. It's just, it takes a while to pick out the right one.
Well, but you have lots more, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
can do it more often now that you've done it and they enjoyed it and stuff. So it's all right. Because, I always have to either run to the bathroom, go make me some coffee, or have a coughing fit.
Another great time for the book review or the poetry
That's
reading.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, I want to thank everybody that was tuned into us today. If you're not subscribing, please Look at this. You see this sincerity in my eyes? Please subscribe to us. Click the bell so that you'll get a notification each and every time we put up a video. We are having a blast doing this YouTube thing and our TikTok thing too. What we need with YouTube is we need watch hours. We need for you to share the video or watch it again, listening to it while you're in your car, whatever you're feeling you want, because we're trying to boost our watch hours so that we'll get you know to the point where YouTube will start sending us like a little royalty, and they'll do like a little commercial things or
Yeah.
whatever ads. So we get so much positive, nice feedback from different people, telling us how much they enjoy watching us and listening to us and having a good time. We love doing this, absolutely love it. When I get off here today, I'll go in there and sit down in my recliner and I'll tell Judy, I'll say, this is really nice. It feels so good to come in here and hang out and listen to people and share,
Mhm.
So watch the video again today. So
Share
that
it with friends, and let's do the
write in the
next.
comments. Write us something in the comments. Let us know if there's something else you want to talk about, if there's something you feel like we missed, if there's something, anything. Just write it in the comments, and I'll answer it. I'll do the best I can.
Right. So we're gonna take off. We'll be back next weekend, 8 o'clock on TikTok, 9 o'clock on YouTube Live, Eastern Time. Hey, have a great day, everybody, and have a
Bye.
great week. Bye bye.